In this tutorial, we're going to walk through how to generate favicons for all platforms, starting with just one favicon file, and then add them to WordPress. More specifically, you'll be introduced to how to generate favicons for all platforms from your main icon, how to connect to your WordPress file system via FTP and upload your favicon files, and how to add the code that tells the platforms where the icons are to the header of your web pages by quickly creating a small custom plugin. Let's generate the myriad of favicons for all the various platforms. To move along, you must already have your main favicon file available. It's best to begin with a large square image that is 260 by 260. The format could be any of JPEG, PNG, or SVG. You can find free icons from canva.com if you don't already have one available. Now, with your main icon ready, let's create the rest. First, point your browser to realfavicongenerator.net. Next, click the Select Your Favicon Picture button. Locate the file on your computer and double-click it. Change any of the options that you desire, such as adding a background color for iOS, creating an app name for Android Chrome, compression options, and so on. Click the Generate Your Favicons in HTML Code button. Click the Favicon Package button to download the files to your computer. Copy the HTML code to a text file for safekeeping for use in our custom plugin later. Locate the downloaded file on your computer and extract it or unzip it to expose all the files within it. Now let's upload the files to the root of your website. This next step requires logging into the FTP server where your website is hosted. At this point, I'm going to insert a 3.5-minute video to explain how to connect to your WordPress server using Filezilla. Please be sure that you have Filezilla installed on your computer before continuing. You can download it from filezilla-project.org. First, open the Filezilla client on your computer. Next, open the Site Manager from the File menu. Click the New Site button and give it a name. Next, you must add the credentials to log into the server. You may have received a welcome email from your host with this information. Otherwise, it may be found in the control panel of the server. You may also contact your host to get this information. If you have the option, you should choose SFTP or Secure FTP as the protocol. Otherwise, leave it set as FTP. Enter the host name, which could be a friendly name like ftp.example.com or an IP address. Enter a port number if one was provided. It may be required in order to connect, particularly if you are connecting via SFTP. For logon type, it's considered more secure to choose the Ask for Password option. You can store your password in a secure password manager. Otherwise, select Normal and allow Filezilla to store your password. Your host may have provided different options for logon type, but Ask for Password and Normal are the most common. Enter the provided username. If you chose to have Filezilla store your password, you may enter that now as well. Otherwise, you'll be prompted for the password when attempting to connect. Now you can choose this newly created entry from the Site Manager and click Connect. Once connected, in the Remote Site panel, you should see WordPress-related folders such as WP-admin, WP-content, and WP-includes. On some hosts, you may land somewhere else. Commonly, you may see folders such as www or public_HTML, or maybe even a list of websites within your account. Traverse the folders until you see the WordPress-related folders mentioned. To upload one or more files, simply choose the files from the local site panel and drag them over to the remote site panel. Do the opposite to download files from the server to your computer. Commonly, FTP software such as Filezilla is used to upload themes or plugins to a WordPress website. However, these tasks can be performed within the WordPress dashboard as well. Other uses include uploading Favicon images, setting file permissions, or manually modifying configuration files such as robots.txt, wp-config.php, and .htaccess. Once connected to your FTP server, upload all the extracted files to the root folder of your website. Now you will create a quick plugin that will add the necessary code to the head section of your website. At this point, I'll insert a 4-minute video that will cover exactly how to get started creating a WordPress plugin. Creating a plugin extends the power of WordPress. Follow along with this tutorial for a quick beginner's course on how to begin the process of creating a custom plugin. In this tutorial, you will be introduced to why creating a custom plugin is a better choice over modifying core, theme, plugin, and WordPress files, why creating a custom plugin is generally a better choice over creating custom functions in the functions.php file of a theme, how to install the Pluginception plugin and use it as a very quick, simple way to create a custom plugin, how to start the creation of a plugin and what the minimum requirements are, and how to delete the Pluginception plugin after using it if desired. It is considered bad practice to edit core files of themes, plugins, and of WordPress itself. Filter and action hooks are often included to prevent the need for this. If modifying core files, the changes will be lost when the core files are updated with feature updates or important bug and security fixes. One way to include custom functions is to modify the functions.php file of a parent or child theme. Of these two choices, it's better to modify the functions.php file of a child theme. However, if you ever switch themes, the custom functions will be lost. In some cases, though, this won't matter if the custom functions were only used to modify the functionality of that theme. Other times, for writing functions to do things like including custom fields in your post, it's better to write a custom plugin because for that type of functionality, you will want to retain it regardless of the theme being used. I really like the simplicity of using the Pluginception plugin to create a custom plugin. It prevents the need to interact with the file system using FTP and comes with a template for a basic function. For that reason, I'm going to show you how to use that plugin to create your own plugin. Let's get the Pluginception plugin installed now. To install Pluginception, from your WordPress dashboard, go to Plugins, then Add New. Do a search for Pluginception. Click Install Now, then Activate. Now, a menu option below Plugins will be created to allow you to create a new plugin. Now, with Pluginception set up, From the WordPress dashboard, click Plugins, then create a new plugin. Give the plugin a name such as My Favicons Placement Plugin. Click the Create a Blank Plugin button. Now, add the code into your plugin that you see in the video, or below these steps if you're following along within the written tutorial. The use of singular quotes versus double quotes within the function is important, since the favicon code contains double quotes. Get the favicon code that was generated for you in earlier steps. Replace where it says your favicon code with the code copied in the previous step. Now click the Update File button. To test, view the website, right-click and view source, and search for the code to make sure it shows up. Plus, you can look for your favicon in the Open tab.